Okay, this is take two. I tried a video earlier and the sound didn't work, which I tend to get the odd problem with the sound. Just sort that out. Yeah, but yeah, never mind. So it's take two. Just quickly, actually, gonna make this one shorter. It's to do with the recent cancer scare that I've had. Over the last, 6 weeks ago, I had a blood test. It did show my calcium levels were quite high. My kidneys weren't working very well. My prostate was raised, and my liver wasn't too great. In the end, I had to go into hospital. I was in hospital for 8 days. They did a load of tests, and they ended up telling me that it was 90% sure it was cancer, which is a shock. And they said it's probably lymphoma due to the CT scans and stuff. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's quite a shocking thing to tell anyone. Hey, you've got cancer. But they did take a biopsy to be certain. At the end of it, because I've had family coming in, my mum and that, and phone calls, and I've got to say thank you for the well wishes and the support and love that I've had. Just thank you very much. But yeah, I was in there 8 days on a drip, having all sorts of tests. On the first night I went in, it took them 4 attempts to get any blood. Honestly, I did see the funny side of things. They couldn't get any blood out of me. I had blood test after blood test after blood test. A drip was in my arm for literally my whole stay in hospital. If I didn't go in, they said I could have probably died. And I was really in bad shape when I went in. I was really quite ill. So yeah, of course I went in because the doctor sorted it out for me to go in. So that's what happened, and yeah, and I got to say, Southmead Hospital and the nurses there, especially on Ward 34A, were doing a really fantastic job. I was just really, the first couple of days I really thought I was going to die. Actually, I was that ill, but I was able to, at least get to the toilet, and have a bit of a wash every day and stuff like that. Because of the drip, I can only have strip washes, which wouldn't, not great, but I had to do. But yeah, I came out of there then a couple of weeks later actually. Yeah, about just over 7 days, 10 days. I had a phone call to come into Southmead, to that ward, to speak to the doctor, because I did speak to quite a few doctors. And I said that I didn't have cancer. It was called scardosis. I've forgotten what it's called. I will post it below. Just try to memorise it, and then I forgot it again. But basically, it's a collection of lumps building up over time. It could happen in any organ in your body. There's no cure for it. It could go away after a couple of years, or it could probably be permanent. They did say to me it's going to be, pretty much for the rest of my life, and I might probably be in and out of hospital having my kidneys flushed through, because my kidneys isn't that great. They're not working great at all. One of the side effects, because my calcium is raised due to all the acidosis or whatever it's called. Yeah, it makes my calcium quite high. I did put some stuff through me so that to absorb more of the calcium into my bones, and I did, you know, so I've had all that, and yeah, discovery that it was 99, they said 99% cert that I had cancer, and it did sound, you know, really serious, but luckily it's not. And I got to keep an eye on things. I got to see specialists and stuff like that what we had to do with it. Get to learn more about it over time, but yeah, I'll have to go in now and then for my kidneys, get them flushed through, and I should be okay. But one of the other things is my throat gets very dry. It feels like sandpaper, or this waxy, horrible taste in my mouth, feeling. A bit like cheese, I don't know. But because I got no saliva in my, hardly any saliva, because of this, because the herb raised there. I find it hard to swallow foods, and bread or anything like that. Any foods, unless it's soup or, you know, curry or something like that, something more wet based. Otherwise, I have a really difficult time, and everything tastes bland and horrible. I don't enjoy my food anymore, and I've got no real desire for food, or, you know, the hunger that usually comes with it. It just not there anymore. But I know I got to eat, so I do eat. But and I do drink regularly, because I got one thing. I've got to drink water quite often to really help with the dry throat. Maybe having ice lollies as well, that helps as well. But it's not nice. I'm still really ill. I still going to the Games Expo. I'll be running Lone Wolf. I'll be running which I've prepped fully for, and I'm ready for that. I ain't fully ready for the Convoy one, Conspiracy X, but I should be nearly practically ready for Sunday, and I know GMs and that are there will help me anyway. I have been having a few problems with it, but I should be able to work things out. Other than the Game Friday, Gentleman Gamers Games Saturday, which that's it then, and then I'm free for the rest of the day, so that's not so bad. And then my game, the Convoy game, Sunday morning. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, I'm going to really enjoy the weekend as best I can, considering the circumstances. I'm glad that I'm actually behind the GM screen again. I've been restarted a Pathfinder. Been running that Pathfinder campaign. Couple of 8-hour games, or about 6 to 8 hour games. I will want to do one more, and then I'll be handing it over probably to one of the other group members. Play Starfinder, I think they wanted to play. So I'll probably do that. I'll probably hand it over. I'm not going to be making hardly any videos for the upcoming future. There's a few videos that I'd like to get out of the way. The Blood Bowl one. There's some other big bits and pieces. But really, I do want to just have a long break. Get myself better. Once I'm feeling better, because my depression is really bad now. It's getting worse, especially now that, you know, with that cancer scare being the icing on the cake, with everything that's happened to me in my life. I mean, it's just shocking, you know, to have that on top of everything else. I thought I'd get a break, but no chance on that. So yeah, I will return at some point. I'll do a few more videos, have a long break, and then return. I'll probably end up moving at some point too. I don't want to get out of the bedroom, which is one of my bugbears, is I can only record in the bedroom, and it's very frustrating for me because I wouldn't dare do any recordings out there because you get your camera or phone nicked, no doubt about that, which is a shame. But I mean, I can't risk it, to be honest. So yeah, basically, yeah, I'm just stuck here, which is frustrating. But once I've had my break and that, once I return, hopefully I can do a few videos in the living room or a few videos in other locations. Hopefully at some point I'll move and then I can do better videos. I want to really make changes so that I end up, you know, much better videos, because I've been frustrated with it and YouTube for a while now. That and the way the YouTube setup ain't very good anymore. Anyway, just my opinion. So yeah, just thanks for watching. It's actually ended up longer than the last one, but never mind. And I will see some of you at the Games Expo. Really looking forward to seeing some old faces and new. Hopefully I'll keep drinking and hopefully I'll be able to get through the Lone Wolf game, my tribute to Joe Deaver, and the Sunday game. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, until next time.